I make one small mistake that I do not even notice until it is too late. I lock the gym door from the inside. It feels responsible at the time. Coach wants the side door secured during late practice, and I am the last one to finish stretching after everyone clears out. I hear the click, I test the handle once, and I turn back toward the court like I have done it a dozen times. Only tonight, I am alone. The air in the high school gym tastes like old rubber, floor varnish, and the metallic sweetness of sweat that never fully leaves the bleachers. The overhead lights are half off, half on, the way the custodians leave them to save power. The far corners sit in gray pockets. The banners above the court hang still, but they always look like they are holding their breath. I jog to the equipment cage to put away the last ball cart. My sneakers squeak once, sharp and lonely. The sound echoes back wrong, like the building repeats it a fraction of a second late. The scoreboard wakes up, not the big one above center court, the small auxiliary board over the side bleachers that usually stays dark unless we are running a scrimmage. It flickers from black to a dim red. Then it shows a time, 000 that by itself does not scare me. It is old, it glitches. Sometimes it flashes random segments when the power cycles. Then it changes. 013 I stop without meaning to. My hand is still on the padlock. I watch the numbers crawl like someone presses buttons I cannot see. 014 015 it is counting up. The gym is silent enough that I can hear the faint buzz of the scoreboard transformer, a thin insect sound from above the bleachers. I tell myself it is on a test mode. I tell myself the custodians must have hit something. 016 I laugh under my breath because being unsettled by a timer is embarrassing. I call up toward the board like it can hear me. Stop! My own voice sounds too big in the empty gym. The timer pauses. 016 I freeze. The pause is so immediate that it feels like it obeyed me. Then, from somewhere behind the bleachers, I hear my voice again. Stop! It is perfect. Same pitch, same tired edge, same little crack at the end because I did not drink enough water. I do not answer. I stare into the gray space under the bleachers where the folded chairs are stored. The shadows down there are layered, the kind that make your eyes search for a shape to attach to. The timer starts again. 017 018 I back away, slow, like I can keep the sound from happening again if I do not make sudden moves. My phone is in my bag by the bench. My bag is by the bench that sits closest to the bleachers. The scoreboard keeps counting. 019 020 I take one more step toward my bag and my shoe catches on something soft. Tissue paper, a wad of it, crumpled and dirty, lies on the varnished floor like it fell from a pocket. I should leave it. I should not touch random trash in a gym at night. But my brain grabs onto it as a normal thing I can do, something that makes the situation ordinary. I crouch and pick it up. It has weight. The tissue unwraps slightly, and something sharp presses against my thumb. I flinch, pull the tissue open the rest of the way, and see a shard of mirror glass about the length of my palm. The edges are jagged. A crack runs through it like a lightning bolt trapped in silver. I stare at my own reflection in it, broken into angles. My face is pale under the gym lights. My eyes look too wide. Behind my reflection, in the mirror shard, the bleachers are visible. And in the gaps between seats, in the dark, something moves. Not a full body, not a face. A heft, like a person leaning and then stopping when they realize they are seen. I jerk the shard away and look directly at the bleachers. Not them. The space under them is empty. The chairs are stacked. The shadows sit like they always do. In my hand, the mirror shard trembles. The tissue crinkles. The crack in the glass catches the light and makes a thin white line. The scoreboard hits 030. My phone. Now, I walk, forcing myself not to run. Running would admit that something is chasing me. Running would make noise. Running would make my breath loud enough for someone to copy. As I pass the bench, I snatch my bag and undip it with fingers that feel clumsy. My phone screen lights my hands blue. No service. That happens in here sometimes, the concrete and steel. I swipe anyway, trying to call my mom. No service. I try 911. No service. The gym suddenly feels deeper than it should, like the walls are further away than they were earlier. From behind me, my voice speaks again. No service. It is not louder. It is not a scream. It is said in the same flat frustration I used when I saw the bars missing. Like it is narrating me. I spin. Now there. My throat tightens. I swallow and taste the metallic tang of fear. The scoreboard changes from timer to score. Home 13 guest 0. The number 13 glows steady, not flickering, like someone intentionally sets it. I do not even play on a team. I'm here because I help coach with equipment and because being in the gym after school keeps me busy. There is no game. There is no home and guest. The sound system crackles. The gym has ceiling speakers for announcements and pep rallies. They are off now, but I hear a soft pop, then a hiss. Then my voice comes through the speakers. Can you hear me? It's not a question with a question mark. It is a statement shaped like one. The same way I talk when I am trying to make sure someone is listening. My mouth goes dry. I do not answer. The speakers click again. My voice returns, closer now because it's everywhere. Tough. I grip the mirror shard without thinking, tissue and glass biting into my palm. The pain angers me. It is real. I whisper, barely moving my lips. No. The scoreboard flips again. Home 13 guest 1 a point appears on the guest side like it was earned. My stomach turns. I back toward the door I locked. My hand reaches for the push bar. I push. It does not move. I forgot the inside latch. The gym has a second lock, a small thumb turn above the bar. I flipped it without thinking when I secured the door. Now my own caution seals me in. I fumble for the thumb turn. My voice whispers from somewhere near my ear. You forgot. I jerk away, slamming my shoulder into the door. The thumb turn stays put. My fingers slip. Sweat makes it hard to grip. I force myself to breathe slow. The mirror shard in my hand reflects the door behind me. In the reflection, the narrow window in the door shows the outside vestibule, dimly lit, and in that window, in the reflection, there is a shape standing on the other side. I spin and look through the actual window. No one. My pulse hammers. I raise the shard again, careful now, like it is a tool. In the shard, the window shows the shape again, closer, as if it leans toward the glass. It does not have a clear face. It is a suggestion of a person made out of darkness and the faint light behind it. But it stands where there should be empty air. My breath catches. The shard is not showing what is there. It is showing what is near. The tissue around the shard is damp where my blood starts to seep. The crack in the glass seems deeper now, like it widened. The speakers click. My voice, gentle. Open it. I shake my head. My eyes burn. I press my back to the door like I can hold it closed even though I am trying to get out. The scoreboard blinks. Home 13 guest 2. I do not know what the points mean, but I know I am losing. I force my fingers onto the thumb turn again. I twist. It resists, then gives a little. From the cord behind me, a sneaker squeaks. One clean squeak, like someone takes a careful step. I stop twisting. Silence. I listen so hard my ears hurt. Another squeak, closer. I do not turn around. I cannot. If I see nothing, I will doubt myself. If I see something, I will break. I twist the thumb turn harder. The speakers crackle and my voice laughs softly. Too loud. The third squeak comes from directly behind me. I whip the mirror shard up in front of my face. In the shard, the cord behind me reflects in fractured angles. The center line, the free throw circle, the dark patch where the lights do not reach. And in that dark patch, something stands. It is shaped like me. Not exactly. The proportions are wrong, like the shoulders are too narrow and the arms hang too long, but it has my outline. It even has the same hoodie I wore to practice, the same messy hair. Its head tilts, copying the way mine tilts. Then its mouth opens. My voice comes from it, but not through the speakers, through the air. Let me out. The words hit my skin like cold water because they are mine. They are what I am thinking. I drop the shard of fraction, and in the real gym behind me there is still nothing. Empty court, empty air. When I lift the shard again, the thing is closer. The crack in the mirror runs right through its face, splitting the reflection so its eyes do not line up. I understand then, in a sick, sliding way, the shard is not just reflecting, it is allowing. It is a window. I squeeze my eyes shut and shove the shard deep into my bag, wrapping it in the tissue and then in my sweatshirt, like layers can smother what it shows. The gym feels momentarily less crowded. I twist the thumb turn again. It finally flips all the way. The push bar loosens under my palm. Relief surges so fast I almost sob. From the speakers, my voice says quiet and close. Thank you. The push bar sticks. Not luck now. Just stuck, like pressure holds it from the other side. I lean my shoulder into it and push. It gives an inch, then stops. The air that leaks in from the vestibule smells different, cooler like outside. I can see through the crack. Nothing blocks it, but it will not open. My bag shifts on my shoulder. Inside it, the wrapped shard presses against my back like a hidden blade. The scoreboard changes again. Home 13 guest 3. I do not speak. I do not even breathe loud. I place my palm flat on the door and try to ease it open, slow. The speakers click and my voice whispers. Say your name. I press my lips together until they hurt. My bag rustles slightly as I adjust my grip. From somewhere low, near the floor behind me, my voice answers. Say your name. It is not in the speakers this time. It is in the gym, right at ankle height, like someone crouches behind me and speaks into the space under the door. I fight the urge to run. Running would take me away from the only exit. I shove the door hard. It opens a foot. Cold air rushes in. The vestibule light spills a pale rectangle onto the gym floor. I see the tiled entry, the trophy case, the second set of doors that lead outside. Then the inner gym door slams shut in my face with a force that makes the metal frame ring. I stumble back, shocked, and the latch clicks by itself. My own mistake returns, irreversible. I locked it, and now it locks itself. The overhead lights flicker. One row goes out completely. The far end of the gym drops into deeper shadow. The speakers hum. My voice speaks in a tone I use when I am trying to calm someone younger. It is okay. Just repeat after me. The scoreboard blazes brighter. Home 13, guest 12. The guest score jumps, skipping numbers like it is catching up. My heart stutters. Whatever the points are, it is almost tied. I back away from the door, shaking my head. Palms up like I am refusing a deal. No. The gym answers with my voice from 3 places at once. From the speakers above, from under the bleachers, from somewhere behind the basketball rack. No, perfectly synced. My chest tightens until breathing feels like pushing against a weight. Tears sting my eyes and blur the court. I force myself to think like this is something I can solve. Ground it, make it real. The mirror shard. It showed something that was not there. It let it imitate me. Maybe it needs my voice. Maybe it needs me to give it something. I grip my bag straps and step toward the equipment cage where the metal bars make a narrow enclosure. If I can get inside and close the padlock, I can buy time. As I move, the floor squeaks once. Then it squeaks again, matching my pace but half a beat behind like an echo that learned how to walk. I reach the cage door and yank it open. Metal scrapes metal. The sound is huge. My voice immediately repeats it. Metal scrapes metal. Not as an imitation of the noise, as spoken words. Like it is naming what I do. I shove myself inside the cage, slam the door, and fumble the padlock through the latch. My fingers are slick with blood from the shard. I'll lock it. I crouch among balls and cones and folded practice mats, trying to make myself smaller than the thing that wants my shape. The gym outside the cage is still. Too still. Then the speakers crackle. My voice, right above me. But the scoreboard changes. Home 13 guest 13 tied. The buzzer that signals the end of a quarter sounds once, long and flat. Even though no one touches the controls, the sound vibrates through the metal cage and into my teeth. I clamp my hands over my ears, but it does not help. The sound is in the air, in the floor, in my bones. When it stops, the silence is worse. I hear breathing outside the cage. Not mine. It is careful, measured, like someone trying to copy how a person breathes without actually needing to. I lift my head, eyes fixed on the bars. The space beyond them looks normal. Empty court, shadows, but the breathing continues, and the bars in front of me faintly reflect the gym lights. In that dull reflection, I see movement that does not match the empty space. A face leans close. My face. Only the eyes are wrong. They do not blink at the same time. My voice speaks inches away, without the speakers. Shred. I shake my head so hard my hair whips my cheeks. No, the thing answers immediately, perfectly. No, the scoreboard flashes. Home 13, guest 14. The guest side takes the lead. The cage door handle jiggles once, then again, more confidently, like someone tests it. The padlock holds. For now, my bag sits at my feet. The wrapped shard is inside it, pressing outward as if it wants to be unwrapped. The breathing stops. Then my phone, in my bag, lights up. One bar of service appears. A notification pops onto the screen. Incoming call. The caller ID shows my own name. The cage handle stops jiggling. The gym goes so quiet I can hear the tiny vibration of my phone on the rubber mat. I stare at the screen as it rings, my name glowing, insisting. And from the speakers above, my voice whispers like it is right next to my ear. Answer. My thumb hovers over the green icon. The scoreboard resets its timer. 013 014 015. The call keeps ringing. The padlock makes a soft, stressed creak. I do not know which choice is the mistake I cannot take back, but I feel the moment closing around me like a fist. My thumb lowers. The phone connects. On the other end, I hear myself inhale. Then my own voice says, perfectly calm, perfectly mine. Say your name, and the cage door handle turns all the way down.